Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at our third annual virtual Passport to Fashion presented by the Spice Age. My name is Aditi Bhatia, and I founded this platform to celebrate diversity and inclusiveness through fashion on and off the runway. I'm so glad to see you all here. Even though I cannot see you in person, your virtual presence is your way of showing your support for this important mission.
Hi, I'm Melissa Miller, co-chair to Passport to Fashion, creative director of Imjo Shell. The mission of Passport to Fashion is to provide a platform for emerging designers who add diversity and inclusiveness to all their designs and to celebrate that on a national platform. Aditi created Passport to Fashion in 2018, and in 2019 she asked me to come on as co-chair. I was so thrilled when and excited to hear what Aditi was doing with Passport to Fashion. That is something that I'm trying to do with my own line to make sure it is inclusive, that I am including all people who would want to wear my clothing. And so when she told me what she was trying to do in a broad way and to promote that around the world, I was just really excited to hear that and definitely wanted to jump on board. We've seen such a huge spectrum of body sizes, body shapes, colors, ethnicities, and that is really important for the everyday person to see that they're reflected back in what they're watching on the runway show. Fashion is for everyone, has a place for everyone on the runway and off. Thanks again for joining us, and please join us again next year.
Having Passport to Fashion as part of the 2020 lineup furthers the mission of Fashion Week Columbus and the Columbus Fashion Council. Passport to Fashion offers another platform for local and emerging fashion designers to showcase their collections and to launch their brands. It also offers more opportunity to the local fashion community. This platform brings even more diversity to the Fashion Week Columbus runway. We measure success by the impact we make on designers and the fashion community we serve. And Passport to Fashion does just that.
Diversity in fashion is not a moment. It is a movement that is gaining traction from runways to retail throughout the world. As a city with the third largest number of fashion designers, it is important for Columbus to be a part of this conversation and truly encourage emerging designers to celebrate what makes them unique. The message of the show is simple: fashion is for everyone.
I'm Lubna, the president of the Columbus Fashion Council and founder of Ilmoda Brand Development. I am so honored to serve on the board this year as we welcome so many diverse organizations that have an opportunity to bring diverse and global talent to our runways. This year, we team up with Passport to Fashion yet again to platform global brands on our runway. As an Arab American who started her brand on the Fashion Week stage, I take it very personally that we are strategically aligning with organizations like Passport to Fashion. Now more than ever, we need to bring voices from around the world, as well as the diverse voices of our community to our runways.
This year's show is truly special. I know we're not with each other, laughing over cocktails or snapping pictures on the red carpet, but I've seen this community come together now more than ever before. The support that our team has received for Passport to Fashion this year is proof of just that. This show would not have been possible without the generous support of our sponsors and partners. We would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Kinopix, without whom this show would truly not have been possible. We're also grateful to our hair partners, Polaris Salon and Copper and Ash Salon, for their services. I'm also grateful to the makeup artists that volunteer their time and skills to make sure our show is successful. We're very grateful to all of our sponsors and partners for making this vision a reality. proud to continue our partnership with Dress for Success Columbus, now in its third year. Every ticket bought here today benefits their nonprofit mission of helping women achieve economic independence.
Hi, my name is Angel Harris, and I'm the Executive Director of Dress for Success Columbus. It fills our hearts with joy to partner with Passport to Fashion. Because of their generosity, along with yours, together we are able to empower women to achieve economic independence. Passport to Fashion's mission and their focus to celebrate diversity and inclusiveness through fashion on and off the runway breaks barriers and shatters the norms of what fashion is supposed to be. Thank you. I look forward to sharing this experience with you, and thank you so much to our friends at Passport to Fashion.
My name is Neho Patwa. I am the show director for Passport to Fashion for 2020. To me, fashion is fluid. Fashion is functional. Fashion is unique, right? So I was very happy to see that each designer has their own creative vision and their process of when they're thinking about creating a line, what does that look like? Who's their customer base and how's that going to look to the public? So I'm very happy that they were able to incorporate different sizes, different ethnicities, different genders, and just make the vision come true. The vision that we had this year was that we wanted to come out where the models were coming into like almost like a cloud setting, right? We wanted the background to be very white and very clear, so the clothes actually speak for themselves, and the designers have an opportunity to introduce their line to the public in a very unique way. So we wanted to make sure that the clothes popped on the runway and not the background eating up what the designers had in mind. We want to put those folks on the runway that don't have a voice, that don't have an opportunity to be casted in these bigger shows. So we want to give them the opportunity to actually come out to Passport to Fashion and showcase their skills. We're not a small town, Midwest town that people think of, right? When you think of fashion, you think of New York, you think of Chicago, you think of LA, you think of Miami. But you know what? Columbus is right up there, and we're number 3 right now. So for the folks that have doubts, come check it out.
It's time to start our show. This year's designers lineup is so unique, I cannot wait for you to see it. From hand-painted vintage wedding dresses to designs from a doctor in the making, from indigenous inspirations to sustainable and ethical fashions, we have it all.
Hi, my name is Shannon Dillman, and I created the brand Uncommonly Associated, which is all hand-painted, vintage and secondhand items that people either donated or would have otherwise thrown away, and I turn them into ready-to-wearable art. There are elements that my collection celebrates. So when you see it, you'll see kind of a bridesmaid or ready-to-wear dress that's been hand-painted, followed up with a wedding gown that was hand-painted, and they're all kind of the same theme. And they're all very colorful. However, if you look at each and every one of them, there's always a deeper meaning behind them. So it's more about getting people to see these bright colors, but then think once you see the details. I'm inspired by a lot. Mostly, it started out, I was inspired by pop culture to start out with. Just super bright things that people want to come see and take their pictures next to. With this collection in particular, the political climate we can't avoid, and that's kind of seeped through into my collection. When you look deeper at a dress like the one that's with the ocean theme, when she walks forward, you're gonna see this bright red coral reef with these interesting looking animals like a goblin shark and a vampire squid that all still currently exist in our oceans. But as soon as she turns around, you'll see the back train part of the dress is covered with bleached coral, the kind of soda can things that we throw away into our oceans, tires, and then every animal on the back is either endangered or it's extinct. And it's to show that there's beauty, but also we're kind of messing it up. So you see these things, and it kind of goes along with the theme of using vintage wedding dresses. Vintage wedding dresses, people will wear their wedding dress and then they'll put it in a box for 30 years and thrown away and nobody thinks about it anymore. So it's more about taking the things that are beautiful, were beautiful, making them again, but making you think. What interests me the most about Passport to Fashion is the commitment to diversity in so many different ways. When I was getting my models ready and looking around at the other designers and the other models, there wasn't one specific body type. There wasn't even one specific gender. I have a gender fluid model walking for me, which is so cool. And we don't see that right now on the runway in the fashion as much as we should. So what Passport to Fashion, with their commitment to diversity and inclusion, it just made me want to be a part of it, because my designs, my art, they don't fit into a stereotypical fashion week. Passport to Fashion was where I felt like I fit, because that's where everybody fits.
I keep hearing people say we gotta make this time count. Gotta make purpose out of clay. Gotta busy ourselves. All of these lyrics and poetry stuck in my mouth. Maybe the end of the world is the time to get it all out. But what if I'm empty? Oh, what if I'm tired? What if I just wanna feel, wanna think without being inspired? What if I'm useless? Oh, what if I'm resigned? What if the point at the end of the day is staying alive? There's a jitter in my bones, a racing in my mind. What do I do with myself to make me worth my time? I am like windows and drywall, a beautiful house. But I wish I could build me a door so that I could get out. And what if I'm empty? Oh, what if I'm tired? What if I just wanna feel, wanna think without being inspired? What if I'm useless? Oh, what if I'm resigned? What if the point at the end of the day is staying? What if the point at the end of the day is staying alive? What if the point at the end of the day is staying alive?
Hi, my name is Renae Kotarski. I am the owner and designer of Anastasi Fashion. My collection is focused around the modern businesswoman, you know, the influencer, the world traveler, the one who's socially conscious, and she's like concerned with the environment and like a good fashion business practices, you know, where the fabrics have been made, you know, whether they're harmful to the environment. So I do a lot of modern cuts, clean cuts with a lot of one fiber fabrics. I'm a minimalist. I'm inspired. I love to use a lot of black and white. Right now I love what I'm doing with linens. I like to use a lot of clean lines, a lot of traditional looks mixed with simple modern lines. All ethnicities have been involved in the fashion design, you know, and what's created in fashion design, because I know sometimes I look at other, you know, countries and how they dress to come up with ideas. So you can't say there's like one culture that's, you know, responsible for what happens in fashion, you know, past and present. You know, there's been like things borrowed from other cultures, other time periods used in fashion, and I think that everyone, you know, should be who have, you know, all ethnicities who are creative should be able to participate in what's happening in fashion. Right now, Passport to Fashion is the only platform that is making this happen with other ethnic designers.
my name is Louise Dees, and I am from Ohio. I was born in Dayton, but grew up in Cincinnati, and now I'm a resident here in Columbus. My brand is called A New Heaven, and what A New Heaven embodies is it's a biblical reference of the new hope and the new day that is to come. We all know in today's society there's just so much turmoil and just darkness, so my collection just wants to inspire hope and joy and excitement again in a world that is so glim and almost hopeless. So with the collection, you'll see it starting off dark and paler colors, and by the end it's just a full-blown party with textures and colors and patterns just to add that spark of life back into society today. I understand that we all are here for a purpose and we all have a purpose, so I just want to pour out everything I have to better society and to inspire other people. My favorite part about Passport to Fashion is literally everything, from the models to the backstage production agents to everyone just being their authentic selves and just loving what they do.
It's African, yeah. Classic on this one. Yeah. Blessing they follow me. Money they follow me. People they follow me. In fact, everything follow me. Blessing they follow me. Money they follow me. People they follow me. In fact, everything follow me. Hallelujah. Goodness and mercy go follow us this year. Make una dance. Goodness and mercy go follow us this year. See, this year, blessings go follow you, and goodness go follow me. Oh. This year, blessings go follow you, and goodness go follow me. Oh. Blessings go flow like water, money go flow like water. This year 2020, we go climb the ladder. Blessings they follow me, money they follow me. People they follow me, in fact, everything follow me. Blessing they follow me, money they follow me. People they follow me, in fact, everything follow me. Hallelujah. Oh hallelujah. 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 Oh hallelujah. Hallelujah. For me lowo, Olúwa fún mi lọ́mọ, kó sọ mí dọláyọ̀, kó ṣoore fún mi. Olúwa fún mi lówó, Olúwa fún mi lọ́mọ.
I'm Rachna Chandra. I'm from Cottage. I have a full-fledged store in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Cottage is my brand for clothes and shoes, Indian ethnic outfit, and beautiful collection of shoes. My inspiration for my collection or my design is always my culture, which I'm very proud of. And colors and cuts inspires me. Anything colorful, blingy is me. You will see a lot of that in my collection. Passport to Fashion is very special this year, especially during the COVID time, because there was no show going around, and this came up as an opportunity. And I think Passport to Fashion is putting smile on my model's face. Everybody is enjoying it and coming out of from COVID coma, I should say.
now we have designer Sage Mountainflower introducing her collection, Sage Mountainflower. Sage is an indigenous designer who blends native couture with contemporary flair. She was unable to join us at Passport to Fashion, and so she sent us her collection on a video that we will now share with you.
Hi, my name is Sage Mountainflower. I'm from Okewingit, Taos Pueblo in the Navajo Nation, and I'm creating indigenous fashion for the spirited.
When I became a mother, I began making a grass dance outfit for my son. I was sewing it by hand, and I was later gifted a sewing machine to make completing my project easier. So I taught myself how to use it, and my creations began. I began making and designing traditional Pueblo and powwow regalia for well over 20 years. Over the last couple of years, my work has evolved into a full collection of the Sage Mountainflower brand. My brand is a native couture style that blends traditional looks with a contemporary flair to be worn outside our traditional boundaries. The Sage Mountainflower brand represents my work and who I am. My designs illustrate the relationship between the people and the natural world. I am showcasing my Pink Waves collection. It is inspired by the She Brings the Rain look presented at the last year's 2019 Santa Fe Indian Market Contemporary Clothing Contest. There is power in pink. It's bold and it's bright. This collection is my interpretation of the pink skies reflected in the water to create pink waves. This is the Sage Mountainflower Pink Waves collection. The Sage Mountainflower brand is creating indigenous fashion for the spirited. My greatest honor has been hearing my children tell others, my mom made this. Creating and designing has become a lifestyle, and I plan to carry out my visions through my beadwork and designs. I like to thank my models for embracing the power of pink and sharing their natural beauty, and my collaboration with Inca Gold. Embrace your power, the brand is me, Sage Mountainflower. Kundawaha.
My name is Shelby Kitchin. I am actually a medical student. I do sewing and fashion design. It's like one of my passions. I've been sewing since I was really little, as long as I can remember, and it's just a way that I can express myself, and it's my creative outlet, and it's just something that I will always do, and it's part of me. Being a woman in medicine is a really interesting dynamic. We're always told to kind of push down our femininity and not let it shine through because we need to be serious and conservative. And so this was a way for me to celebrate that. I really like to bring out my feminine side and bring it out in a way that empowers me and makes me feel beautiful. It celebrates the female figure and how beautiful it is, and how we shouldn't have to cover ourselves up or feel like we need to push ourselves away, that we should be able to celebrate our femininity. My collection is called Golden Hour. I really got inspired by a lot of different things. It started with the pandemic and just needing some kind of an outlet, needing some kind of a brightness, some kind of a warmth, just with all of the crazy times and seeing the worst come out in people, and it was my way to just kind of cope through all of that, and it's my golden hour. My favorite thing about Passport to Fashion is that it's giving me the opportunity to highlight a part of my life that I wouldn't normally get to highlight as a medical student. I love that they're celebrating diversity because I really do make clothes for every type of woman, every type of man, every type of non-binary person. Anyone that wants to feel beautiful can wear my clothes, and I really love that they celebrate that part of diversity and fashion.
My name is Jenn Feltz. I'm the creator of Tokyo Twiggy. I am a designer and textile designer, so I make all my fabric prints and through digitally and get them printed here locally. I recently won Indiana Fashion Week as their emerging designer competition. My collection this season is inspired by Japanese shrines. I always found a sense of peace within them, and I wanted to bring more of that kind of peace considering the times that we're currently in. So I wanted to be able to add some peace to all the chaos that's been going on lately. My collection celebrates diversity and the passion of the travels I have been through and my customer base. I always want to be able to design for everybody, not a particular person or anything. I want everybody to feel comfortable in their own skin. My favorite part of Passport to Fashion is just the community that's here. It's just being able to meet so many great creatives around in the area, and there is such a diversity here within the program as well. So it's just really great to be among that and to be able to just have fun, honestly.
Toxic 見たことないディープな世界へ狂わせるような甘い蜜はトゲをまとう5 our flavors.キスマーク目を開ければ魅惑のステージ踊りましょう Let's crazy dancing We gonna make you heavy addiction We gonna make you heavy addiction We gonna make you heavy addiction
Wasn't that breathtaking? Year after year, I'm amazed by the creativity, diversity, and talent that surrounds us. This lineup goes to show that when you embrace your individuality, the results can be amazing. Not only was each collection an artistic extravaganza, but it had the same message: fashion can be for everyone. Help us usher in a new era of fashion, one that shatters expectations and breaks barriers once and for all. The future of fashion is all of us. The future of fashion is you. Thank you everyone for joining us. Have a great night.